Hey everyone, and welcome to another installment of the Sawickipedia. Today we are looking at a Bosch dishwasher which has an E15 code. Now this means that there is water collected somewhere in the unit and the inlet pump has disabled extra water coming in. The reason it does this is because if it detects water low to the ground, it will stop your kitchen from flooding. As you can see here, this is where the dishwasher was. You can see that there's been a water leak towards the front of the unit somewhere. I actually had to cut the kickboard in order to get it out because the tiler didn't leave us enough room to do anything else, but we'll fix that up later. You have to excuse the shaky footage on this one. Obviously I'm holding the camera by hand. What we're going to need to do first is remove the screws that hold the front plate in place. In this model there are 6 screws around the front of the door. There's another 6 towards the top. This holds the control panel in, but we don't need to remove them. So just start by removing these screws. They are a torx, I think a T5 bit. So make sure you got one of them handy. Try not to lose all the screws. Alright, once you got those 6 screws out, just put them aside somewhere safe. Now we can close the door and try and get the camera set up a little bit better. The way to get the cover off is to actually pull out around the bottom and then pull down. These little guys might fall out. They just clip. They'll only go one way back. They just clip back around the front of the door. They're just little spaces. There we go. Next thing to do is to get the bottom plate off. It has a couple more little torque screws around the sides and one over here. So we'll grab our screwdriver. Now there are a lot of YouTube videos around about the E15 code. Most will suggest that you just tilt the unit back on a 45-degree angle, and while this may work, just give this a good tug. It should come back. Make sure you don't cut yourself. While they will tell you to tilt the unit back, all that does is temporarily fix the error code. What you need to do is remove this bottom panel and the little foam at the front. And inside the unit, towards the center of the unit, there's a little styrofoam disc with a little unit on top of it and a couple of blue wires heading to it. We need to remove the little controller. Just give it a good tug. You sort of have to twist it to the right in order to move it. And now you can get to the styrofoam disc. When there's water at the bottom of the unit, this disc will actually float. And you can see it is actually wet. The disc will float, and this little nipple at the bottom here will actually push up on a little switch. that will cut off the water flow, so it'll stop water entering the unit, which obviously helps to stop flood your kitchen, but it is annoying if it malfunctions. In this case, it's done its job. You may be able to see the water in there. Swish it around, there you go. In this case, we've actually ran out of dishwashing tablets and put dishwashing liquid in the machine. And I think the very fine dishwashing liquid has managed to seep through some of the seals. And that's made it into the bottom of the machine, which has pushed up our little styrofoam disc. Now, obviously, you need to make sure there's not a bigger problem. You might have one of these hoses, the seal might have broken. I think this guy over here is a sensor for how dirty the water is in the machine. And it has a little rubber seal, so maybe that's split and water seeped out through there. But in this case, it's a pretty simple one. All you need to do is clear out that little tray where the disc sits, clean up the disc, and of course check in your kitchen if there's any water leaks, because you'll want to dry that out well before you put everything back in. Hopefully this has helped you out though. If it has, be sure to hit the like button. You can also subscribe, and you feel free to leave me a comment down below. Thanks for watching.